Tooth was here.
Oh yeah, but hi, how you doing?
I want to stand up. Get up, stand up.
Hey, stand up, follow your right.
You know, Anthony Weber was a 16-year-old teenager who was living his life, trying to be like every one of us, trying to have the American dream. Anthony Weber was a father, a brother, a son. We all love AJ. But for him to get shot 16 times, 9 times in the back, and 3 times in the head with his hands up, screaming stop, it's uncalled for. We want justice. We want the police officers to be held accountable for what they did. You know, the community, we all stick together on this. It doesn't matter if you're black, brown, Asian, it doesn't matter. Justice is justice. We all are human beings. We want to be treated equally. We want to be treated with righteousness. So anybody that can kill somebody unarmed 16 times at gunpoint, point blank, needs to be stopped. No more paying his taxes. You know, he needs to be held for accountable. We want a trial. We want it now. And for Jackie Lacey to want to run for president of the United States, she should take action right now. This is a political thing that it should be across the world. It should be on the headlines of the NFL. You know, it should be spoken of. We should have a moment of silence for AJ at every Super Bowl from now on, because he lost his life watching the Super Bowl game. Long live AJ. We love AJ, and God bless my family.
So my name is Mellow Desire, and I actually had the privilege of meeting AJ maybe a couple of times. Never knew that this would come to this last year. So I actually live here, and the atrocity that happened with these 3 officers that took no mercy, and the last moments of his time was crying, somebody help me, help me. And for these officers to threaten the children or his friends who were trying to run to help him in any fashion were threatened by these same officers. These are innocent children who will forever be traumatized by this event. And AJ's death is not in vain. He actually gave me power this morning when the tears of his family and his friends will not end for a minute. He gave me power this morning and told me it's going to be okay. Understand that no matter what the media and the law enforcement wants to label him as a gang-related whatever, that is a pit, a lie. And he will not be remembered as anything such negative. He is a smart young man who gave birth to a beautiful daughter. And we're so grateful that his life that he spent with us will forever be remembered. If I may, I'd like to get that board, please.
This one?
Right there. So this is the evidence of what AJ's legacy will be. AJ Weber Institute of Fine Arts. We're looking at 2 locations, 95th in Normandy and 108th in Western. I promise you, I will not see my grave until this digital studio in his name is done. So we ask our local leaders, Mark Ridley Thomas, to do what he needs to do to give funding for our young people so they don't become casualties anymore. We're not going to take no for an answer. And now we have a wonderful, wonderful young man who is the face of hope for all of our young people. It was right here AJ shed his blood. And it is right here we are going to build a brand new educational system in his name. And he will be a martyr. Many of the other kids too. Nicholas Haler also on 108 in October. So let us work together on positive. Let's celebrate his life today, but remember, after today, let's start building towards this. A tangible plan that the world can see, and these garbage sheriffs that took his life, that they're not going to take their paycheck, that this building be tall enough and his name be big enough so every time they pass by they see A.J. Weber's legacy. And I thank God for his mom and dad and his brothers and his sisters and his wife and his daughter. And I thank God for meeting them, because had not this happened, I would not know how wonderful he really was. So I thank you guys again for coming, and I'm honored to be here and worshiping his legacy. Thank you. I know
the folks that aren't here, why it's important to be here, why it's important to remember AJ, why it's important to fight for AJ, and why it's important to, take the power away from the police, take the power away from the state that is allowing these oppressions, these killings, this terrorist act to keep happening. And, we've seen it happen in Baltimore. We saw it happen with Stephen Clark. People went out in the streets and demanded that that video be released. We see this happening, and we kind of got to keep it going, right? So it's really great to stand out here in solidarity with everybody here. And, we're going to keep it pushing for AJ and for everyone else whose lives have been lost and have been drastically changed because of police brutality and because of this racist state that, currently has power over us. But we're going to keep pushing until we win.
That's right. Marching in the streets all the way to the police station. But we have no results yet. So I just kind of stay in the background, but I do want to acknowledge that I am here, Denise Hall. I am a community activist, Compton, Watson, South Central. Feet and boots to the ground. We don't stay in the background. We come up front and we show up for this mother who has lost her child. But it's sad.
we want community control over the police. We are paying their salaries. We paying for those bullets. We paying for their equipment. We paying for them to exist. They need to exist on our terms. We need to be able to have a civilian control. We don't just want review boards. We don't want to review what they've already done. We want to determine how they will move. We want to determine that they have to have residency requirements. They have to live on these streets. So we know when their children go to school, we know when they go shop for their groceries, and they don't just get to come up in here and pull what they want to and then get out. We want to have control so that they cannot conceal evidence. They still have concealed the autopsy report. We're demanding the autopsy report be released to the community. They're still concealing the names of the deputy from the community. We want that to be released. We want a full, transparent investigation of the chain of events. We want a transparent, full investigation. And we want community control over the police. We are who are they supposed to be protecting and serving? It's us. These are servants. They're peace servants. They're peace officers. They're paid public servants. They are not serving us, and they are not protecting us. And there are so many incidences, even within the last week, the police officer taking pictures, Snapchat pictures of the young woman after they towed her car in the snow, and making jokes and laughing at her because she had to walk home in the snow. And it has become obvious that they have become a force of terrorism. And again, that's an observation. We're not anti-police, we're anti-bullying. We're anti-murder of children and youth. We're anti-anybody who is not with our community, anybody who would seek to harm members of our community. And there is enough people. They might not be standing out here with us, but they are with us in spirit. There is enough people that know exactly what we are talking about.
No justice, no peace. No justice, no peace. No justice, no peace. If we don't get no justice, we don't get no peace. No justice, no peace. No justice, no peace. Justice. Fucking justice.